Hi there, it's your Guelph Realtor, Krystal Lee Moore here, and I'm here to talk to you about the common pitfalls and mistakes that buyers and sellers can make when buying and selling their homes. So let's get right into it. So when you're selling your home, one of the first things that people do that can really mess things up is choosing a real estate agent based on their commission rate alone. Whether it's high, low, whatever that is, it's not the thing that should make you decide to choose them. You should be looking at their marketing package, how they get homes sold, how they treat you, and what they're going to provide as far as value for you. Most importantly, how are they going to show you that they're going to get that result for you to get your home sold? So that's a very important piece, because the higher you get for the home, the more you get in your pocket, and that's pretty important. You also want someone who's going to work with you and help you and really care, not just about the transaction, but about you and your family. The next thing is getting your home staged or choosing a realtor who stages the home for you or provides it. A lot of people that don't do that regret it. So your home can be beautiful and it can be amazing, but if you don't have it staged, then when people come to see it and they come to buy it, it can seem like they're just visiting your house, not visiting a prospective home that they could actually live in. So that's something to keep in mind. The third thing is overpricing. I once had a client who was very clear with me that we needed to list the house that he was selling $100,000 higher than I was saying the market dictated. We ended up doing that. He thought if he builds it, they will come. We tried and tried, and it took months and months. And finally we ended up selling it for $100,000 less than the list price, or exactly what I said it should be at. I probably should have been more firm, but I was new in the business and I wanted to show him that I was going to try it his way for at least a little bit. What you want to do is make sure that you are pricing properly to get the most attention from buyers so that you can get the highest value for your home. Not accommodating showings is another mistake that people can make. So you want to try to be flexible, and as much as it's a pain to have your house for sale and always keep everything clean and having to leave, the faster you can get out of there and let people see it, maybe the faster you can get a great offer for your home, and then you don't have to live like you're in a hotel anymore. It's a win. The other thing is to not exclude special items. So if there's something that's really important to you that's irreplaceable, my recommendation, take it out of the house, because someone might want it and they might say, hey, I'll buy the house, but only if I get that item. And if that item is grandma's chandelier that's been in the family forever, that can be a problem. You also want to be fair in the negotiation process. Some markets, like earlier this year, you didn't have to negotiate. You could just say, hey, here's my house and come bring me your full price and above list offers. But that's not how it works in a normal market. In a normal market, you're going to get offers and they might be less than the list price. That's okay. You can negotiate. So what we want is a win-win, a fair price for everyone. So now we'll move on to buyers. So buyers, one of the biggest mistakes they make is foregoing to have their own buyer representative. So sometimes we'll see people walking into an open house or calling the listing agent, and that's okay. People call me for my listings all the time. But if you're calling because you think you can get a better price or you're going to be treated more fairly by the listing agent, that's just not correct. We actually have something called a buyer representation agreement, and buyer agents in Ontario are able to represent your interests and have a fiduciary duty to help you and to really be on your side and to have your back during the negotiation process. It's definitely a good idea. The other mistake is failing to get a pre-approval before you look at homes. So imagine you find the perfect home and you write an offer, you think it's fair, reasonable, hundreds of thousands of dollars can never seem reasonable, but still, it seems that way. Go to the bank, you finally find one, you say, hey, here's my offer, I want to buy it. You find out, you need more documents that you didn't know you needed. That's going to take more time. You might lose the house. And what if the bank says, you know what, you can't qualify for this. Sorry, too bad, so sad. This is way higher than you can get. Now, when you're looking again at your new rate, it's a different mindset. Now you feel like you might be settling, and no one wants to feel like they're settling when they're spending hundreds of thousands of dollars. Recommended from me, go find your lender. I have a lot of them that I work with. They're great. And they'll sit down with you, figure out what you can afford, and then we can start the ball rolling. The other thing that people don't do is assessing to figure out what they want in a home in advance. So sitting down with an agent for a buyer consultation, we do this a lot. What you want to try and do is find out neighborhoods. Where do you work? Do you want to be close to the park, amenities? Do you want a beautiful view? Is there a side that you want to face? Or even little things like, do you need a garage? Is a second bathroom very important? That walk-in closet that you thought might be nice, maybe it's essential now. So these are things that are great to talk about, especially if you're a couple. Make sure that you're both on the same page. The other one is foregoing your right to a home inspection or getting a family member or a friend to do it instead. If you're comfortable with that, then you can sign off on it and we'll make you sign something, but you can choose. My recommendation is that you have a home inspection. It's not that expensive, but it will save you lots of money in the long run. You want to know what you're buying. This is a huge investment and you want to make sure it's a good investment. And at the end of the day, an actual inspector will be able to be held accountable later if something goes wrong versus Uncle Larry who didn't notice that the basement completely floods every Thursday, as an example. And the last thing is shopping for your new home before you get the keys. Be careful with buy now, pay later or adding anything to your credit score. So I hope this was helpful. Again, I'm your Guelph Realtor, Krystal Lee Moore. I'm always here to help and I look forward to talking to you soon. Bye.